Yes.
And it is peace.
And the word spirit is a very interesting word, because spirit means, again, formless. So what is the spirit within us? Again, this consciousness,
Yes.
this formless consciousness. So we can call it spirit, and it's present, everywhere and in every sentient being. And it's going to go on, as you say, after the physical body dies. The only difference is that after this physical body dies, spirit is not liberated into itself completely, in the sense that still we have an astral energy body that will lift, and spirit will continue perceiving through, or being aware through, awarenessing through the astral body now. So it will be float around and it will see the physical body down below, right? And then it will begin to perceive the astral world. So the soul is actually more like another identification. When we say I am a soul, we are saying it's similar to saying here I am a human being. Over there in the astral we say I am a soul. But if you begin to look into what is the essence of a soul, it's a spirit. A spirit is in the soul, meaning consciousness is in the soul, is in the astral body.
But the soul and the spirit are two different things.
Yeah, there, because
Absolutely.
the soul is the spirit identified with the astral body and imagining to be an astral being. But it's an imagination again. The soul also is evolving, and the evolution that it wants to attain, and one of the reasons it comes here is to awaken to its true nature, meaning I am not the astral body either. I'm not the physical body, I'm not the astral body, I'm not the mental body. I am just pure awareness.
Exactly.
So this work is transpersonal, not only at the level of at the physical level, but also at the level of the astral world. We carry the realization that I am consciousness, we carry it to the astral world. Now, in the astral world, you will see, okay, there is an astral body here. It has all the astral senses also. But I'm not this astral body. I continue to be pure awareness. I'm always that. So that's what needs to be never forgotten in the process of reincarnating over and over and over. I'm consciousness here, I'm consciousness there. If I go to another type of universe, I'm consciousness there. I'm always the one undifferentiated consciousness. And undifferentiated is a very important word, because you can have distilled water in different containers with different colors and forms and shapes, but the distilled water that is inside is the same in every container, right? It's undifferentiated. In the same way, a spirit of consciousness that is looking through these different bodies is actually undifferentiated. It's not my consciousness. It just is. Consciousness is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You get it?
I mean, my consciousness is your consciousness.
It's
your
one.
consciousness. It's one. Our
Right.
souls
Are different.
are individual souls.
Yes. Yes.
But
Yes.
our consciousness is one consciousness.
That's correct.
Yes, that I'm very clear on.
Yes. It's the one
Exactly.
undifferentiated consciousness.
Yes.
And it's undifferentiated to the extent that the consciousness that is looking through a plant, or through a worm, or through an amoeba, it's the same consciousness that is looking through this organism. It's just that those organisms are very imperfect organs of sensory perception for consciousness. The human body is a relatively perfected organ of sensory perception for consciousness. You see? It is much more refined than a worm or an amoeba. But the consciousness that is looking through the amoeba, that is aware of the environment around the amoeba, is the same. But consciousness keeps on perfecting mind-body systems that are more and more perfected through plants, then animals, then human beings, and then who knows. More and more perfect instruments for itself.